What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. It's gonna be a three-part blog. Uh, how child support goes wrong. This one's gonna be on my mother's issues and how I took him as a child. Second one's gonna be on my father's issues, how I took him as a child. Third was gonna be on how I had to deal with everything. I'm putting this out there because I'm not, I don't care about, I got a child, so I really don't care about how people look at it as guys complain about it because they're paying too much and they don't see nothing from it, and women complain about it because the guys they mess with ain't giving enough. So I'm gonna speak from the perspective of the kid and how some of these things go wrong. Now, and I'm gonna use my life as an example. I'm gonna put some scenarios out there, and I'm gonna tell you basically why in the beginning. Child support is just money. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't replace parenting. It doesn't replace guidance. It doesn't replace love. It affords things. Now, when you got two people that don't like each other or they disagree, it's kind of like I could see how my mother kind of got left as a parent. Just whatever. I don't get along with you. Bye, whatever. So she had support though. Like my grandmother's really raised me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was kind of, what did you call it, latchkey kid. So she didn't have to do much work, you know. But that was all out of necessity because, I mean, I was a kid who saw that I was a throwaway in a sense, in the house, but a throwaway. Like I was on my own. Like from when I was a kid to now as an adult. Like the basic statement: if you tell your kid, oh, if you think of one of your children or all of your children, like, oh, they're gonna be all right, they're gonna be okay. They always land on their feet. They gonna make it. They can make chicken soup out of chicken shit. Then you never do anything to raise them or guide them because you just don't. It's the ones that's always fucking up that most kid parents chasing around. You get what I'm saying? When it should be the opposite way. Now, because of that situation, they had a bad relationship for one. I'm the culmination of that bad relationship. So anything that goes wrong in life, I'm blamed for it because it's my fault because I was born. Pretty much. That's how it comes off. That's how it came off to me. So all the things that she wanted to do in life, she felt like some of those things she couldn't do because she had a kid. She couldn't be happy because she had a kid. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't go places and do things because she had a kid. So I had to take the brunt of all that. She have a bad day, take it on the kid. And these are some examples I'm talking about. I was in like 7th, 8th grade, playing playing basketball. I was dunking. I dunked on the rim. I was swinging on it. Fell off the damn rim, broke my wrist. Because I landed on the ground, like on my back, trying to hold up or whatever. So I go home, it's like noon. I go to my grandmother's house, I'm crying. My wrist is just, if anybody has broken it before, like this part was hanging down here. You get what I'm saying? So, my grandmother calls my mother, like noon, like 12:10, because I ran home. Like I was hurting. I needed to get to the doctor. Mother's like, I can't get off work. You just gonna have to wait till I get home. So imagine 7th, 8th grade. I had to wait till like my mother got home maybe 6:30. So I'm sitting in the house on a pillow, can't move, in pain the whole time. It's like, yeah, let's go to the doctor. Damn. I'm like, okay. I didn't like that because I felt like she didn't care at all. My grandmother that I was with was just, she was mad at my mother, but at the same time, she was more worried about me because she had to watch me for 6 hours with a broken arm just looking like, what the hell's going on? But that was because she had actions that, like, a little older than that. She had a boyfriend. I thought he was a cool dude. Couples have sex. No kid wants to hear their parents have sex. That's just, She used to have a habit of late in the night getting extra loud. And one day I confronted her about that. Now, at this point, I was maybe in high school, maybe a freshman, eighth. So I was in high school. And she looked me dead in the face, and her answer was, yeah, I get loud because I know it's going to wake you up. I know it drives you crazy. I know you hate that. Like, Really? Okay. Get to high school. While I'm in high school, have certain things like how can the parent days, the PTA meetings, and all that. Everything that I was doing positive that I wanted my mother to show up for, she wouldn't show up for. Everything that I didn't want her to show up for, and I didn't do much. I wasn't that much like a bad kid or nothing. But if I got in trouble, and most of the time when I got in trouble, I really didn't get in trouble. Like it had to come out later that I really didn't do nothing. But she was on the side of whoever said I was in trouble until it finally come around that he really didn't do what everybody accused him of. But I already had to pay the penalties for it. You get what I'm saying? So I felt like I ain't have nobody in my corner. This is when I had to live with her for good, because I think it was like eighth grade, seventh or eighth grade. My grandmother moved back home, and I wasn't with her no more. Because basically, I'll be with my grandmother most of the time, and then when my mother gets home from work, I'll go there and go to sleep, pretty much. But I got a little bit into high school. I asked her, I said, hey, what I got to do to get ready for college? She told me, I got it covered. So I was thinking that meant, whatever my father was sending child support wise was going to go towards my education. So we get there, get a loan, a loan for like the year, and she gives me $800, and she said make the rest. Meaning I was short, like $3,000-4,000 when I got to the school, and I was mad because I'm like, I asked you like 2 years ago what I had to do. You told me nothing, so you bring me all the way to the school, drive me all the way out here with my clothes and everything, knowing I can't afford it, and then you drop me off here with $800 and a half of a loan. I was like, man, that's whatever. By the time I graduated college, I was living with other family members, and they left me homeless. And they all left me homeless. They just didn't care. They walked up to me one day. I was living with them. I had to pay rent with my family or whatever, whatever. But I just saw other people that moved in with the family who didn't have to do that. And when I was paying it, my mother stayed there for a short time before I even got there. And I was basically paying the same amount she was paying when she had a full-time job when I was in college. Thought I just didn't, but I did it, whatever. But while it was going and while I was homeless or whatever, it's like my grandmother told me that my father had been paying back child support since I was in college. So I was like, man, there was a point where when you're homeless, you really need that money. And I never knew it existed in the first place. So I confront my mother, and she tells me, that's my money. I earned it. She hangs up on me. I ain't talked to her for like 2-3 years after that. Now, I say all that to say this. That's where it goes wrong. Because at the end of the day, and I'm not the only kid like this. I'm not a kid no more, but I was the only person like this. I was looked at, for one, as his kid that she was stuck with. At the same time, I was a check. So, for me, it affected me as a kid because that's the first woman in my life, and she don't even care about me unless she getting some money for it. You get what I'm saying? So, it warped my opinion on things. Grew me up a little bit faster, but it definitely warped my opinion on a few things because it's kind of like, if your mama don't even love you and she only care about you when the money come in, damn. Because even as an adult now, like when I was homeless, nobody really cared. You know what I'm saying? And this is the funny, I was homeless, but I was graduating college because I was working my way through college. So when I graduated, nobody came. And I didn't even invite anybody because the same family that was going to come to the graduation was the same family that left me homeless and didn't care about me in the first place. So, but by the time I get older, get a nicer job, get a house, everybody loves me. Now, the treatment that I got from her was mostly the treatment I got from everybody else in a sense. So, you don't look at family the same. So that's part one. You feel me? I hope you get where I'm going with this. Peace.